Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at two products from ProGrade. Now, I did purchase both of these. These were not sent over for review, for those of you that are wondering. The first one is the ProGrade Compact Flash Express Type A 160 gig card. So if, like me, you own an FX3, or maybe you own the brand new or fairly new A7 IV or the A1, any Sony camera that down the road potentially supports Compact Flash Express Type A, which is probably all of them, this is the highest capacity that exists to date. Now, if you go with Sony, you're looking at $400. ProGrade gives us what should be a like substitution for around $350. I was able to score one of these through B&H for, I think it was around $280 before tax, which is very expensive, but this is just about the only way you will unlock every single mode from your camera of choice. So if that matters to you, this is going to be important. On the other hand, you can accomplish almost every video mode with cameras like the FX3 and the A7S III and the A1 with high-speed SD cards, but this is the way to get ultimate performance and literally shoot every mode. So let's go ahead and get this out of the packaging. This is quite a tight fit. It really doesn't want to just slip out, but I will get it. And, you know, I'm not 100% sure that I needed it, but I know it's something I should benefit from having. At the very least, in the instances where I really want to be able to do just about anything, again, with my FX3. So, incredibly small, but incredibly fast. And, you know, are there days where I wish Sony went with Express Type B? Of course, but this is what they went with. So, I will include a link in the description for this. Of course, I'm going to test it out and let you know whether or not it lives up to the same performance as Sony's product, which I've tested in the past. And then, the other thing I have is, of course, a card reader. Now, you could opt to just do that through a camera, like the A7 IV in the background there, or the FX3 that I'm recording this with, but I would always rather have a dedicated card reader, and while I love to lean on card readers on laptops, you're just not going to get one that's going to read one of these guys. So, I think this retails for around $70. I picked this up through Amazon. It just shows you it's not like I stick with one retailer, but usually it's Best Buy, Amazon, you know, B&H, possibly Adorama. Newegg occasionally scores something with me, but you know their return policy is always a bit tricky. In the event you get something defective, it can even be a hassle. Not throwing Newegg under the bus, but I digress. So this is a USB 3.2 Gen 2 card reader. What's nice about this at 70, granted it's expensive, if it performs as well as it should, is that it is not only a compact Flash Express Type A reader, but also a SD card reader. So UHS-2 performance there, it should be top of the line, and of course once I test it out we're going to know exactly how good it really is. But I'm excited because this is something I've been flirting with since I first reviewed a Sony camera that supported CFexpress Type A, and you know at first, because you can do so much without making the leap, but if you really want to be able to also press the buffer on your camera, granted you know, 160 gigs is tiny, this is really the only way to do that. So again, full leverage of your camera is going to come through the CFexpress Type A pipeline. This card reader, you know, all plastic. I wasn't expecting anything fancy. Again, you go with ProGrade because you want quality and you want to pay a little bit less than the Sony price. And not that even, you know, Sony's card reader doesn't necessarily appeal to me more than this one. If performance is the same, it definitely won't, because this is much lighter. Even though I do like that the Sony card reader is metal or aluminum, we also get, of course, the applicable cables. So they've given us a what appears to be a Type C to Type C, and then a Type C to Type A. So, I mean, I'm going to test this out. I will likely use it. What do we have here? A little sticker. This is feels like it's metal. Okay. Look, it's the first time that I've actually ever purchased, as I hit the A7 IV, a ProGrade card reader or card CFexpress Type A. I have other ProGrade SD cards, but I felt it was important to share this because if, like me, you've had hesitation about getting one of these, you know, maybe it's worth it. this is something where, as I stated, I've been flirting with it for a really long time and just didn't see myself really making use of it. But who knows? Now I may finally have a reason to commit to this. So all said and done, this was a little under $400. You heard right, because again, the card was nearly $300 after tax, and then throw in the reader at $70 plus tax. You get the picture. And of course, you could buy multiple V90 cards or V60, depending on your needs, that keep you under that price point. You could still use an existing card reader. You don't need to pick up something that will actually read a newer format like a CF Express, in this case Type A. But hopefully it'll work out well. I will give you all an update. Again, performance with the A7 IV, performance with the FX3. That's about as good as I could do. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe, and please stay safe. Later.